May I ask for your assistance?
Ah, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
Oh, maybe, yeah, well.
Ah, damn. Bank House of E.W. Gray.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Holmes, over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
这样在人人面前说可以吗？
Do you know anything about this?
You're a good sort. I'll help you. Listen closely.
唐人街。
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself.
Yeah, here we are. Barnaby Hidden Street.
Locked. No one's here. Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way. Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic. Eureka! What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
You look great, Watson. The guard has myopia, you'll walk right through.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar? Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Oh,
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
about. Sheriff.
Sorry, Sheriff, but I don't have time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else waits. If I want to talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right, I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
哎呦，居然看得出来他是医生。Oops.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
医生真的不适合这种。
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
I'm not entirely sure which boat is ours. Nope, not this one. Stop. 我的船在哪里啊？哪里换衣服啊？看没有？
No, no! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
The pox on the crew.
在哪里穿衣服？搞哎，不是，这不是我们的船了吗
？You know, I think the look actually compliments you. Why bother changing it?
The pox on the crew.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head. How am I gonna fish him out? Anyone got a net? I know how this looks. Twice in one day? What are the chances? I know how this looks. Twice in one day? What are the chances?
是哎，现在这样子我卡住了哎，回到船上，这里是我们的船，但是又上不去，你是要我怎样？太奇葩了。太莫名其妙。哇！ 去。
Very good.
奇怪了。
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
结果是被人丢到水里，好跑了10多分钟，为了这个。
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
太微妙了。
Ah, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
May I ask you something?
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
要香槟住在鱼门区一艘船上的草屋里，还养着2条狗，所以就是找狗或者找到人哦。
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The lower of death came to me last night. I know it will come again.
Let's start from the beginning. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Could you describe last night's events for me?
I'm Cole Seabrook. It was Maman Brigitte. She came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The Great Gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the lower of death and it ain't finished with me.
You mentioned a lower. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one God. But there are many and we call them lowers. And Maman Brigitte is one of them. She's the lower of death and life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
Did you feel anything apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry, and my mouth was dry, and the light became very bright.
That is something.
Oh.
There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go. A feather. Not black, however.
Did you really expect to find the feather of rock here?
We have a feathered friend in the case. Poor bird crashed against Cole's house. The damage is recent.
Oh well， 走着走着就撞到了之前的路，真有趣。
Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
He dropped a cup here. Supper leftovers.
这整条的萝卜啊！
It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
Black tea seems not to be very popular here.
红茶当然不受欢迎啊，这是美国，你说啥呢？
Some chewing tobacco leaves. Cheap and strong brew. Judging by the facial features, Cole and one of his relatives. With William in Shreveport, 1879.
为什么要拿走人家的相片？
Cole ground herbs here. This one is almost odorless.
维西多了吧？
It smells sweet. Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these. The healing properties of some herbs are truly amazing, Holmes.
And some are extremely dangerous.
我感觉是他自己吸多了，然后梦游之类的。
More more boot prints here.
Nope， 他有提到鳄鱼，佛罗里达沼泽猫猫。
At least the weather is on our side.
Sir?
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately.
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah. And to be really down on your luck.
Curious.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, mister, can't help you. Ask someone else.
那要问谁呢？询问周围的人呢？哪里有周围的人可以询问？这个进不去，说不了话。You can't do. Nope. 难会死。
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Hmm. 他说他自己没喝酒，但是他的邻居说他已经喝醉了。 That's a different kingdom. Ah, 所以是他自己喝醉而已啦，还真的心态。
Cole was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Sir?
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Lowers were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Is he a doctor?
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the Fisherman's Quarter. Look for a Veve sign, but watch what you say. He has the power of voodoo.
I'll be careful.
睡得好不好我不知道，但是你。是啊。教堂钱真的是超人钱啊
Could you help me?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
先定算，我再找。银川半到蓝，银川半。气味是酸，然后绿色。这个不对。为什么标紫色啊？膏药，蓝紫红白黄膏药，草莓叶能有效改善食欲感和消化问题，降低血压。小于银川，没有气味，黄色。大白花，1到6，妙喇叭形，甜味，白色，曼陀罗花。哇，先生，你这是谋杀吧 ？No。
Hopefully we won't stumble upon the sheriff.
跟谁说话呢？要拿到什么了？真的要佛罗里达长着猫猫在这，这也太安全了吧
？Sir?
Cole, where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
他的店在港口附近的市场。我看看它的配方，你有拿吗？一支黄花草莓叶，黄花。 然后他要的是茉莉花，草药师给了他曼陀罗花，就是分明是想要谋杀吧？谢喽。
Yeah, I bet Zora will kill it. Did you see Ashley Rush there? Fearsome woman. Yeah, I'm afraid for them Chinese and for anyone who messes with her.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
啊，不是你说的，那是谁说的？里面的人说的吗？
Yeah. Help me, please.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
唐人街市场，他想和那里的另一个潮商打一架，除了暴脾气人尽闻名。
Yes, any not very happy with them. Awesome.
草莓叶、烟草叶、黄色干花。
Are these herbs fresh? And you dare call my products substandard?
Excuse me, are you Zora?
I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind. You are selling herbs, is that right?
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
Have you heard of Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a willless slave.
Is that what you wanted for Cole? Or did you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? Ha! The lowers heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole got what he deserved. I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask what caused such hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just one, to protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything. Only the guilty remain silent.
再怎么说都是你老公的兄弟，你也太……
Sir?
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive, and William is not. That's why.
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate, and then bang! He was lying there dead.
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats." And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task, and I failed it. And for my mistake, the lower of death will come for me.
The warehouse eastern gate. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels. Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
说真的，我真的看不懂他这些马蜂看的是哪一边。
Look, Watson. What have we here? A local crime star.
A star? You have a strange way with words. Frankly, we have more pressing matters.
I'm not going after these troublemakers, but the posters will add nicely to my collection of criminal profiles. I read a study that suggests facial features can determine a person's tendency towards cruelty or deviant behavior.
Well, you can't stop progress.
调查的地方是哪里啊
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away. The sheriff stood here. Cole had no chance to spot him approaching.
That's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
干啥？当然是
My heart stopped. I froze.
然后应该是跑了吧。
This lamp did not leave William a chance to go unnoticed. Cole sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
He did not have much of an option.
Sad. I think Zora would like to know about this.
No. What do you want?
I know you are angry at Cole, but you must know that he is not guilty of your husband's death. I was at the warehouse and I saw it all myself. The sheriff shot William and Cole couldn't prevent it, not even at the cost of his life.
Why did Cole survive then? And how did he return unwounded?
He had no chance of stopping the sheriff, but he found himself unnoticed. All he could do was run or die.
That jackal sheriff. Perhaps you're right. I didn't want to kill Cole. It's just too painful to know that he's still around while my Will's dead.
You can mourn with Cole. Forgive him if you can.
I'll need some time for that.
还需要什么时间啊，小姐？
Sir?
I have good news. No lowers are coming for you. You were poisoned.
What?
Zora sold you Jimson weed instead of jasmine. That was the cause of your hallucination. She wanted revenge.
It doesn't change anything. Look, the lowers were guiding her. I deserved it.
I went to the warehouse and I know what happened. You are not guilty of William's death. You had no chance of stopping the sheriff. Your only choice was to run or die.
That was my purpose as a brother. But I failed William. I'm a coward. I ruined 2 lives in one evening, including Zora's.
I spoke with Zora, and she forgives you. Now is the time to forgive yourself.
Thank you, sir. I'll try.
Ah, 不是吧？这种跑图的任务最无聊了。两只狗就是你了。
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense here. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe. Maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1, 2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire 'em out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
法国去的。再差一点啊！是这个吗？纳森先生。 开始，先开始做那个寻找。真麻烦，这些通缉令不是那么明显。 开战了吧！肉叉烧包，海产豆浆，走开了，医生，走开了！ 看起来不是贪嘴的人而已吗？思考人生而已，还以为他是这种猫声。猫哦，跳。不是让你做，试试走而已嘛。天哪，还死僵哎，拜托！13人，好会玩啊！哎 ，what？
More people missing here, too. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
走着走着，突然找到别的东西。1、2、3、4、5、6，还剩4将啊！拜托，不要弄得那么复杂。这真是不值钱的，才10美金而已，烂。警长的谢谢是指什么谢？ 这些显眼都找到了，都剩2家。
又嚟啦，好搞笑嘅。
剩1家。 贴在什么鬼烂地方？
Yes, it really not very happy with them. Oh.
啊，是不是啊？是啊，找到了，妈，我的妈呀！
This will be enough for my collection.
As long as you don't hang those ugly faces up at Baker Street.
跨过去。
May I ask for your assistance?
Of course. Stop me when you've heard enough.
路人建议我们在港务局租一辆马车前往法国去。2个支线任务，一个是谋杀案，另外一个是找东西都做好了。走。
Got a spot in mind.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
经典的乌克兰风格。哦，
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Cortona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments. Could you help me?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
当地人告诉我，亚纳森庄园的大门上种植着野牛。野牛。我这床上就有呢。只是看起来比较像羊角。野牛哦耶！可是这也不是正门。都是这里。
Lord help me.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.